Patreon member shout out. He's there in the dark, he's there in my heart. He waits in the winds, he's gotta play a part. Trouble is a friend, yeah, trouble is a friend of mine. Oh, oh, so don't be alarmed if he takes you by the arm. I won't let him win, but I'm a sucker for his charm. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, I was watching a Taps Trades video or a stream yesterday. I think it is yesterday now. And he had on Brock McBlockchain, our favorite bread cat. And why? He's very, very smart. He's very, very connected. He's one of the only people that I have Twitter notifications on. And there's not too many people. There's EQ_crypto, at Wizard VV, Gary O, at 1234CA3, and a couple of others. But him specifically because he's CEO of Fiches. He does very, very very well. He does very well for us, for the community. Great person to listen to, and several hundred people tuned in to check out what he had to say on Taps Trades. Now, a lot of people check out what Taps Trades does anyway because he's amazing, but Brock McBlockchain especially. And there was one super chat that caught my eye, and I knew I had to listen to. And it was somebody that says, "Hey, Taps, hey, Brock, do you think $1 in 2023 is possible?" And Taps, using his most recent experience with the stream that me and Cavell were on with him, and we had an interview with Jeremy Pador. Great interview. Definitely go see it. I think it's on Cavell's channel. And he was trying to say, oh, yeah, well, Jeremy says because of X, Y, and Z, because of this. He was kind of justifying it. Maybe it could happen. And his reasons were completely different from Brock McBlockchain's. Well, maybe similar. Brock McBlockchain said that if you go and you take, and it's very tactful in his answer, so if you take the fact that we're going to get exchanges and utility and localization and maybe web app and then Viviverse and then, all of these different things, it's possible. If they all hit the right way, then $1 in 2023 is possible. And far be it for me to tell him, him a liar, because like I said, I kind of try to study everything that he says. But one thing got me really thinking, and it was when he said weaponizing OMI. And what does that really mean? Well, we talked about staking before in the past, right? And he says if you can offer certain things for staking, which you kind of have to lock up $50,000 worth of OMI, which is the top tier, you're going to want to offer something. Maybe land, maybe whatever, because it's a utility token, not a security. They can offer money. They can offer more OMI. But, they can offer collectibles. And our last big drop, the stamps, the secret rare at 888 mints, but only 798 were released to us. That means they kept 90 of them. And that's not including the ultra rare or the rare. And let's just say 1,000 people want to stake 50,000 OMI. Well, we have more than 1,000 things, 1,000 collectibles that were kept from the circulating supply, from the general public, and they can give that out all willy-nilly. Again, they can't give out money, but they can give out a collectible, and you could sell a collectible for fiat. You could sell it for OMI. Kind of a way around that. And that could be one of the biggest catalysts in the world. People like me, in a very privileged position where I could do it on my account, and I can give my girlfriend $50,000 worth of OMI, and she could do it on her account. Not that she would need me to do that. She's got her own stuff, but I'm just saying it's very feasible to see how people would want to lock up that much money for the collectibles. And if you go and you do that while we're at a penny, and then suddenly we go to 10 cents, okay, well, now they're locking up $500,000 worth of, and that is a tenth of what we say that we might be able to get to in 2023. Again, possible, no guarantees here, not financial advice. But suddenly, if 1,000 people are locking up 50,000 OMI, means $500,000, and then suddenly that turns into the 50,000 turns into $500,000. That goes from 50 million goes from 5 million to 500 million. That's a lot of OMI being staked up. It's a lot being taken out of the circulating supply, and well, that could be one of the major catalysts that could take us to the promised land. Another way I've had a couple people ask, and hopefully the title of this video is how to get more OMI, how to get more NFTs. And this might rustle some jimmies here. And I had a conversation with my landlord as well. He made a special appearance in my last stream. Whether you are 16, 65, anywhere in between, most likely you're not using every single hour of your day. Most likely there are some time, like how many hours a day you spend on YouTube? How many hours a day you spend watching Netflix, or just flat out just like not being productive? And again, this is only for a certain amount of people. A lot of people, they have their OMI, they have their whatever, but there are many different ways to play a poker hand. There are many different ways to become successful, many different ways to become Super Saiyan. Let's focus on the middle one. How did I get to where I am today? Well, it's not like I was, although I was working at 14, I didn't exactly invest too much of my money. Again, for those of you that do not know, I had less than $3,000 when I got out of the military when I was 26, when I started the first high-risk lending business. Now, I had help. I had a lot of help. And why did I make, again, I'm good at a few things. Working hard is one of them. Why did I make more than some of the people that I was working with? And it's not because I was more experienced. I wasn't. It's because I outworked pretty much everyone. And got in beforehand. I got it. I stayed afterwards. I stayed as much as I could, and I worked. And it took me a while before I got into my groove, but I did it. And up until 2019, I did some extracurricular activities that make some extra money. And then 2019, I started the Pokemon business. Now, I know not everyone has the capital to start a whole business, or they don't have the help. But what would I do right now if my $1 million was stripped away? It is what, $15 an hour right now? I'd be working full-time somewhere, and I'd be working full-time somewhere else. I'd be working minimum 80 hours a week, and I would be eating nothing but beans and rice or taco, pretty much what I do now. Again, how did I get here? I'm not renting this 2-bedroom apartment with a bunch of giant flat screen. I have doo-doo. I'd be doing the exact same thing I am right now. And I guarantee you, I might not be a millionaire again in 5 years, but I'd have a couple $100,000. Now, what do you sacrifice to get that? Because there are sacrifices. Well, you don't go out with your friends as much. You sacrifice your health. Maybe you don't get a haircut for a couple years. And why do you sacrifice your health? Because you're not eating the way you should. And you miss things. Life can be taken from any of us or anyone that we love at any given moment. And maybe you're too busy working and you don't see them as much as you should have before, God forbid, anything bad happens. So you'll miss that. But at the end of the day, and also on your journey to make a lot of money, on your journey, if you say like, hey, you know what? My friend Andy did this. A buddy of mine that, we were both workhorses when we were in high school. I went to the military, went to college, and beyond. If you want a better life than your parents, or you want your kids to have a better life, whatever it is, whatever drives you, there are some people, your friends, that they might not get it. You might lose some friends. Say, oh, hey, you're not talking to me anymore. We don't hang out as often as we used to. Well, yeah, you're trying to better yourself. And few and far between, there will be some friends that you have that will understand. And the ones that don't understand, maybe they don't deserve to be your companions along the way. But again, this doesn't have to be forever. This could just be for a couple months. Like when I was in the Pokemon business, I had a couple of clients that they asked me, how do I get this card? It's like, okay, well, you got to work more. And they took on another job and they worked for X amount of months. And they did it. And you could do this now. Do you want that Steamboat Willie ultra rare? Got to work up to getting almost 5 figures. If you don't have it, got to work for it. And you could be making an extra $200 a week. Now, let's say $250, round it out. Not a ton, but, on top of your normal stuff, and you put that just save it. You just save it and hopefully you can get that Steamboat Willie. Okay, because that's an extra $1,000 a month. Now, I'm not going to say that Steamboat Willie stays at $8,000. Probably going to go to 20. But in a year from now, even if you don't want that anymore, you're going to have an extra $12,000. And you could do a lot with that. You could buy more OMI, you could buy other NFTs. And again, that's just at an extra $250 a week. And I know not everyone can do that, but this isn't for everyone. This is the people that have a little more time. This is for the people that want more. This is for the people that want to go and make a little more something for themselves, their family, whatever you have. And it can change you. It can turn you into a heckin' beast. And maybe that might not be for the best. I don't know. But all I know is that with a little extra money, you can solve some problems. God forbid you have a medical issue and you're not in Europe, because Europe, they have all like free medical health care. Or someone you love has a medical issue, you can take care of it. Oh, hey, the car's banged up, it's messed up, you got to get that fixed. Well, now you don't have to worry because then you have extra money. A lot of things, not everything. Money does not inherently make you happy. You still have to deal with yourself at the end of the day. But if you go and outwork everyone, my friend Vinny used to say, do today what others won't so you can have tomorrow what others can't, or you can achieve tomorrow what others can't. And again, just look at me. I worked so hard and, well, I have a decent amount of money. I have a decent amount of OMI now. Pretty large amount. Friend Vinny also used to say, look at someone successful, do what they do, and one day you'll have what they have. And it's worked so far for me. Anyway, guys, this is just a, this is just, I guess, meant to be motivational at the end of this, but the beginning, OMI is my homie. Like I said, I'm trying to get more. I'm doing a deal now where I'm going to get another million OMI, put me up to 128 million. I'm going to try to get 130 before we moon, because when this is 10 cents, it's going to be a lot harder to get a million OMI. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Go follow at HeyDavidDon, King Mavs Forever, Standoff Chart, and King Mavs on the Veve app, Kobe Collects, OMI Player One, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, and Sody Pop Media. Powers of X over here, Kobe Collects down here. Already went through the Twitter. Got DerekRed.com/pages/VV-photography, AfroDroidLegends.com, UStakeGlassy.store, WoundedWarriorProject.org, AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au, Charles Merkel, Vivi Darkling, Cavell Anderson, and Vivi Vibes up there. And my boy Mayarden, may his account get unrestricted. Guys, I love you. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I hope this helps. Bye. Meow, 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 meow.